In my opinion, Mike Dunn is one of the greatest drivers to ever strap into a nitro car. With 22 career NHRA National Event wins, becoming the first funny car driver to run over 280 miles per hour, and a U.S. Nationals win to his credit, driving for Joe Paisano in 1986, you could say Mike Dunn has done it all. But one thing that eluded him when his career was all said and done was that elusive NHRA championship. In 1991, driving that popular Snickers funny car with his father Big Jim Dunn serving as his crew chief, Michael scored 3 big-time wins that season and finished third in the funny car point standings, giving eventual champion John Force all he could handle that season. But in 1999, now behind the wheel of the Mopar Top Fuel dragster in his 7th season driving for the great Darrell Gwynn, Mike Dunn and crew chief Ken Vinny will put together one of their best seasons yet. Well, at the start of the season at least. At the season opening Winter Nationals in Pomona, Team Mopar would kick off the year in style, as Mike Dunn would set a new national ET record in qualifying at 4.503 seconds and going on to win the race, laying out another style pass in the final round against Larry Dixon to score the win, leaving Pomona as the points leader and starting the year off in a dominating fashion. Then just 2 races later, at the Gator Nationals in Gainesville, Florida, Mike Dunn and Team Mopar will pull off yet another impressive win, defeating Doug Herbert in an extremely close final round to secure a second win in just the first 3 races of the season, and adding yet another NHRA Majors trophy to his mantle. And oh yeah, he would extend his points lead in the process as well.
I can't say enough about this. Somebody asked me the other day if I ever had a race car like this, and I said, yeah. When I was about 12 years old playing with the Matchbox cars, I dreamed of having a car like this.
However, as Bob Fry will put it, 1999 will be the year of the so-called winner's curse, where the winner of the previous race will lose first round at the following race. And that's exactly what will happen to Mike Dunn at the next event out in Houston, Texas, falling to hometown hero Eddie Hill. But despite that minor hiccup, Mike Dunn would keep hold of the top field points lead. And after 2 second-round finishes and 2 semifinal finishes over the next 4 races, Mike will go on to pick up his 3rd victory of the season at the Route 66 Nationals in Chicago, defeating the Budweiser King Kenny Bernstein in the final round and extending his lead to nearly 7 rounds of racing, heading into the next race in Columbus, Ohio.
How about those Mopar guys? 470 and 316, not spectacular numbers, but they're stretching out that points lead.
With 3 wins through the first 9 races, it was safe to say Mike Dunn was the championship favorite early on in 1999. But you already knew what was waiting for him nearly 400 miles down the road in Columbus. That pesky old winner's curse, as he would qualify number 1, but fall to David Grubnick in the opening round, ending his day early. And unfortunately for Mike Dunn and Team Mopar, this will mark the point in the year when their season will begin to completely fall off the rails, as their first round loss in Columbus will be the first of 3 consecutive first round losses in a row. In fact, after his big win in Chicago, Mike would score just 2 round wins over the next 6 races, including another first round loss in Brainerd, Minnesota, giving him 4 first round losses in the last 6 events. It was no secret, Team Mopar was in a major slump. Fortunately though for Mike, although he would see his points lead dwindle, no one in Top Fuel will be able to take advantage of his misfortune and steal the points lead away, due to the fact that 1999 will be one of the craziest years in Top Fuel history, with all the heavy hitters either being wildly inconsistent and going out first round, falling victim to the winner's curse, or even failing to qualify. That is until a young Tony Schumacher, who hadn't even won a Top Fuel race yet in his career, would hand Mike Dunn his 6th first-round loss of the season at the biggest race of the year, the U.S. Nationals in Indianapolis, and take the points lead away from Mike by just 12 points by day's end, marking the first time in 1999 someone other than Mike would hold the top spot in Top Fuel.
This young man has done some kind of a job today, and if my math is right, he has bumped himself into the top spot of the Winston Points Chase. Is that the way you see it?
That is the way I see it. That's the way everybody sees it. That's the way it is, man. And we knew that coming in. We had to have a great race for Team X side. And, man, Dan, we came out and tested last week. We ran real strong along with some other teams. But to come out here first round and see all these people go out, it's just unbelievable. It's ironic. I mean, the same teams that are out running fantastic are gone, and we're sitting in the semifinals in the points lead for the Winston Championship.
Coming down to the wire in 1999, and only 6 races left to go, Mike Dunn and Team Mopar desperately needs to get back on track and find that performance that they had in the beginning of the season if they wanted any shot at staying in contention for that Top Fuel championship. However, things will go from bad to worse. After 2 second-round finishes over the next 2 races in Reading and Topeka, Mike Dunn will fail to qualify at the very next outing in Memphis, Tennessee, essentially ending his bid for the Top Fuel championship that season, as he will fall all the way outside the top 5 of points by race in. And remember that Tony Schumacher kid? Well, he would keep hold of the Top Fuel points lead. And at the 3rd to last race of the year in Dallas, Texas, Schumacher will go on to finally capture that first career national event win, and in doing so, would distance himself from the rest of the Top Fuel class. And just a few weeks later, at the season finale in Pomona, California, Schumacher would lock up what will be his first of 8 Top Fuel World Championships, securing the NHRA Top Fuel title for 1999. Although Mike Dunn would not win the championship, he would finish the season just like how he started it, in style, as he would bookend the season closing out the year with a win at the World Finals. Mike would finish the season with 4 wins, 3 number 1 qualifying positions, and a 4th place points finish. But for someone who led the points for 15 of the 22 races, the 1999 season will always be to Mike Dunn, the one that got away. And with that, I'll catch you guys on the next video. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the American Hot Rod Entertainment YouTube channel for more great NHRA content.